Hello, welcome to Federal Sector Watch, President Trump 47. Today's episode, which is very brief, deals with the Trump administration's revocation of union rights for employees of the Transportation Security Agency, which includes airport security screeners that we see every day when we fly and go to airports. I'm Merrick Masters, professor of business, commentator, podcaster. You can find me at my Gmail address and YouTube channel. Specifically, 47,000 TSA workers, as I mentioned, airport security screeners, lost their labor rights in the Department of Homeland Security through the revocation of an executive memorandum. A former administrator of the Transportation Security Administration allowed union representation via an executive memorandum, which was issued on February 4th, 2011. Subsequent to that memorandum, the American Federation of Government Employees won an election to represent the TSA workers, the airport screeners, in June 2011, and subsequently negotiated contracts to represent those employees with administrators of the agency. On March the 7th, the Department of Homeland Security, which oversees the Transportation Security Administration, announced in a public statement that it was ending collective bargaining for TSA transportation security officers, which they said constrain the TSA's chief mission, which is to safeguard our transportation systems and keep Americans safe. This decision was made formally in a memorandum issued by the Secretary of Homeland Security, Noem, in a memo issued on February the 27th, 2025, which said that individuals that are covered by this memo shall not, as a term or condition of their employment, be exclusively represented for purposes other than collective bargaining in any representation or organization. That is, not only will they not be represented for collective bargaining, but any other purpose besides collective bargaining. Thus, you can't join a union for representation by political purposes. The memorandum also said by the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security that the American Federation of Government Employees is no longer the exclusive representative of any personnel carrying out screening functions under the relevant statute, which established the Transportation Security Administration. In the administration of President George W. Bush, after the tragic incidents on 9/11 that led to the creation of the Transportation Security Administration first, and then to the Department of Homeland Security. Memorandum also says that they will take actions to ensure that no future administration may permit transportation security officers to elect an exclusive representative or engage in collective bargaining absent intervening statutory change. That is to say that they will not allow such representation to occur unless Congress changes the Federal Service Labor Management Relations statute to explicitly grant TSA employees to the right to collective bargaining. I hope you found this presentation useful and informative. It is being challenged in the courts, and we will wait and see. My initial view, and I'm not a lawyer, but I would say that it's not likely that that challenge will prevail. This is an executive order which can be rescinded by the president, an executive memo, if you will, by the TSA administrator, and the president has the authority, in my judgment, to revoke that memorandum. You can find out a little bit more about me. Stay tuned for future episodes. Thank you and have a good day.